Wagner is a motivational speaker who has managed to turn his disability into an asset. If science offered him the ability to see tomorrow, it's an option he wouldn't take because his blindness has given him a very unique vision. He consistently sets goals that go all the way, from playing in the Blind World Cup cricket tournament in India to running marathons, sailing the Cape to Rio, and competing in many endurance sports events. He also holds the world record for the fastest blind man on 4 wheels.
So I got to the library and I dusted off a number of Braille books because, believe me, if you try and read a Braille book under the dust, it's a very long story. You never get to the real point, you see. But that day, ladies and gentlemen, I realized and I discovered that only just one out of 20,000 kids are being born blind. And I had a choice that day. I could either see this as the most negative thing that I've ever discovered, or I could embrace it and say, hold on, Hein, the fact that you're different to 20,000 people is probably the most positive thing that you've ever discovered. Now let me be brutally honest with you, this is probably the most difficult decision that I've ever made in my life. That day to decide that this is special, my blindness is unique, it's the most positive thing.
I love life. I love the challenges because I think it's an opportunity. Any challenge that's presented to you in life is an opportunity to learn.
You mentioned sailing from Cape to Rio.
That was an incredible experience. A friend of mine phoned me up one day and he said that, he's a blind guy. He said to me, I'm reading this Braille magazine about a guy who wants to sail from Cape Town to Rio, 2 blind people. So obviously, immediately I put my name on the list.
So we search high and low. We're searching high and low for a skipper, somebody to sail us from Cape Town, or to assist us to sail from Cape Town to Rio. The only person, obviously we couldn't find anyone, the only person that we could eventually convince to do it was a deaf guy. You can imagine the chaos in the beginning. He would stand there and point to some ropes, and we would sit there and stare into space. Like, hello. He could lip read, so if you look at him directly and he speaks slowly, that's of course if you know where he is.
Ladies and gentlemen, I discovered at a very young age that if I do not develop a sense of humor around the biggest obstacle that I face on a daily basis in my life, the fact that I'll never be able to see, this is going to be an incredibly dark world to live in. And you know what? Through a sense of humor, I've actually managed to start turning on lights into my life, and by taking that a little further, I've managed to start turning on lights into the lives of the people around me. I firmly believe, my friend, if you don't have the capacity to laugh at yourself, you certainly do not qualify to laugh at the people around you.
At what point did you take such a positive outlook on your life?
It's when I realized that being negative about things, that's just simply the biggest waste of time. I think for many years I wasted a lot of time thinking about, one day I'll have the ability to be able to see. And the day that I accepted or unconditionally accepted the fact that it's never going to change and just looked at it from a different perspective, or looked at that obstacle or the thing that I saw as an obstacle from a different perspective, it became the greatest opportunity.
Whatever you do in this lifetime, you have to leave a legacy. And I thought about this legacy part long and hard. What does it mean, leaving a legacy, ladies and gentlemen? All it means is our legacies, no matter how big, no matter how small they may be, they become the dictionary of options and opportunities to the children and the people that's going to be walking this world after us. We owe this world to leave a legacy.
I have to tell him how far to go to the left or the right in order to keep the car on a relatively straight line. It's no good just saying left a bit, right a bit. Obviously, we have to give values to this.
So we worked out a code system where when I'm in the middle of the runway and going straight, he will announce something like 5. When I go off to the left, he will start to say 4, 3, 2, and 1. To the right is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The reason we decided to do that because he's got a slight stutter. Can you imagine? At 250 kilometers an hour.
9, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 4, 5, 5. Go, 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 go. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Put hard down. 5, 5, 5.
It took only a minute, but it was a minute of pure magic for Hein Wagner.
Slow down.
269.2.
What a great lad, hey?
All success is, at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, is a progressive realization of a worthwhile dream. Ladies and gentlemen, I am blind,
Exactly what is your excuse? I thank you.